So Joy Taylor and I worked together for a long time. We both have a background in radio, and she is now, I'm just going to tell you right now, get this out of the way. She is now going to be on Speak. Speak for Yourself has been retitled, and Joy is going to be one of the stars of it with Emmanuel Acho. So first of all, it's great to see you again. You've been traveling globally. I have so many people that come up to me and they're like, man, you guys must pay Joy a lot because she travels. And I'm like, I've never known anybody that travels like you.
Well, I travel with people, so that kind of helps with the cost, and it's girlfriends, so, we can share hotel rooms and such, so that helps. But no, I do love to travel. Other than sports, it's my second favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
And I only travel during the summer when we have off times.
Right.
So it seems like I'm always gone, but it's really just the summer because once football season starts now, I'm here every day. But yes, I do travel a lot.
So a lot of times Joy and I have some information, but it's kind of proprietary for the company. So Joy and I we knew that she was moving on to a show. And the way this thing works is when you're really talented, every talented woman in my life has always left me. So this is my reality. So Joy told me she was going to get this show, and I pouted for a day. And then the next day I came in and I said, I love you, you're the best. You've made this, for me personally, I've never laughed more. And I think that's something in America that everybody needs to do more of. So I just want to say, first of all, thank you. This has been a wonderful 5-year full of emotion and laughs. And it was for some reason, I didn't know when you bring somebody onto the show, I talk too much. So I didn't know if it would work. So when you first came onto the show, did you think it would be as much fun? Because I didn't know.
Well, we've been working together for almost 6.5 years now. Because when I first came to the network, I would fill in with you. And officially, we've been doing the show full time about 3 years, or a little over 3 years. Yeah. And what we were when we first started together to what we've become now it's a completely different show. It's evolved so much. I didn't know what to expect, but I will say something that changed for me. Maybe the first week of the show, it might have been the first day I was on the show. You actually told me to talk more. You're like, just when you go,
Opinions.
just go, give your opinion, which is what I've, got into this business to do, is to give my opinion. So that really expanded the show. And I've already cried a couple times today, and my voice is getting wobbly now. I'm not going to do it. I'm using my Capricorn strength to hold it down. But no, it's been great. And, you let me tease you a little bit, and, we have a lot of the same opinions, and weirdly coming from two such different places in the world, align on so many things. And really, I've been through a lot through the past 3 years. Yes. We went through a pandemic. We did a 3-hour show 5 days a week. We never took any time off during the pandemic. We did a show from home for 4 months with no sports. When I say that to people, they're like, what did you talk about? I'm like, I don't know. We blacked out. I don't remember.
I don't either. I remember
we talked about the Last Dance because that saved us.
Well, we talked about it every day. And I also remember the only day I've ever been scared with you on the air is when Kyrie Irving or somebody said, I don't want to play this season in the NBA. And I remember looking at you going, if the NBA cancels the season, we're going to take a month off.
Yeah, we're going to be in trouble.
Run out of topics.
Yes, we were talking about The Last Dance as if it was happening live. Like it was like we didn't know exactly how every single one of these games ended and didn't know the story. Yeah, I remember that. That was when it was teetering, but we made it through.
Well, it is. I thought about this today. I'm like, I'm not going to get emotional because you know how I feel about you, and it's been great. But it is, we do. I think about this all the time. We live in a really. I tend to stay on sports mostly because that's what that's what I'm paid to do. But I also think there's a time, whether it's climate change, political upheaval, Black Lives Matter. There are a lot of issues out there, and if you feel strongly about them, my takeaway is you should speak about them. I tend to be kind of old school. I'm an old school broadcaster where you talk sports, you stay on sports. You are much more comfortable out of that at times, especially on social media. But you're a much younger person than I am. So take me to your world on that because you're much more willing to put it out there. And as I've always told you personally, strength is a commodity. Not everybody has it. So when you have it, put your chin out there. Are you ever concerned about it? Are you comfortable with it? Because you'll go on stuff. You'll go right after big political issues.
Well, I think it's important to be authentic and to speak about what you care about. I also think it's important to be educated and informed. I don't need to have an opinion about everything. I don't have an opinion about everything.
Right.
So when I do have an opinion, it's authentic. I really do care. I have read some information about this, or I have experienced it myself, or I have a close proximity to the experience. So from that perspective, I don't ever have any fear because I know exactly what I'm saying. I'm passionate about what I'm talking about, and I'm researched and educated on it. I'm not just reacting to an internet sticker that I saw that sent me through a spiral. So, I don't have any apprehension about it. Everyone's not going to like what you have to say. Everyone's not going to like you. And that's a very adulty thing to come to face. When you're really young, you want everyone to like you. You have this insecurity about not being accepted. And then eventually you reach a point where it's kind of a badge of honor to not be accepted by everybody or not be understood by everyone. You don't need to be for everybody. Yeah. And when you have strong opinions, you will be presented with that reality very quickly, especially in our business. I think it's just important to be respectful, first of all, and realize that, we are talking about human beings. We're all having a human experience. And, if you can have those kind of conversations where you meet people where they are and have those conversations that are educated and informed and with respect, you can get places. Now, that's not really what the internet is for, but, we do our best.
So your nephew Mason had 5 catches for LSU. Is he a cousin or a nephew?
He's my nephew. He's Jason's second oldest son.
And then in Arizona.
Yeah, so Isaiah plays for Jetfish in Arizona.
And they won this weekend, upset San Diego State.
Yes, it was a great game.
They scored almost 40 points. That's a big win for them.
It was. It was a great first win. I saw Coach Fish after the game and Isaiah. I'm very proud of them. It was a big win. It was 110 degrees in San Diego. It was insane.
Hottest day, I think, in San Diego ever in September.
It was brutal, but it was a great win for them. And I'm very proud of Mason last night. LSU, that was an unbelievable game. They really fought back. They're a young team, too. Yes. They're going to go through some growing pains, and hopefully, LSU fans and alumni are understanding of that. I know the expectations with the SEC, that's Mason there.
Look at that. Look at Mason.
Yeah.
Mason, you're getting love in the herd, baby.
I was losing my mind. First of all, they were awesome in high school, obviously, which is why they're where they are. But they won everything in high school. They went to St. Thomas Aquinas, and they won 3 state championships. Right. So I'm used to them winning everything. Right. I haven't gone through this experience of watching my family since Jason. So I forgot, when things don't go the way I want them to, how much I'm laying on the couch dying. But I'm very proud of them. They had a great first week, and the Canes obviously as well. Jason coaching there.
They looked great. So, Jason is her brother. Jason's a Hall of Famer, and when I worked at ESPN, one of the genuinely nicest people, as Joy is here. Growing up in a football family, it has to have helped because your knowledge and passion and your contacts are really good. How often do you talk to your brother?
We talk about once a week. I mean, he's very busy, but we have a family text chain, so we all keep in contact on there. But yeah, we talk a lot. We're very close.
Was he very protective of you?
He was. And then I wore him down. And then he was like, I don't have any hair to lose. So I'm going to go totally gray dealing with her. No, he used to be very, very protective of me, and I am a huge pain. So I prepared him for the future of dealing with teenagers for sure.
So tell us about Speak.
So Speak will air tomorrow. It debuts tomorrow, 4:30 Eastern on FS1. It will be after Nick Wright's show, First Things First. Yep. It will follow The Herd. And it is myself, Emmanuel Acho, also LeSean, Shady McCoy, and Dave Helman will be joining us. And it's not a debate show. It's going to be fun and lots of energy, big opinions. And, we're all really excited to get started and show everyone what we have.
It is. I don't want to get emotional either. How long?
I brought tissues.
How long have we worked together?
So I came to the network in March of 2016, and your show was the first show that I was on at the network. I have the picture. I look like a little kid. I mean, I was 29. I'm 35 now. Wow. So it was a long time. Yes. And we did the show for 3 years, a little over 3 years.
So chemistry's hard. The key to chemistry, Jason, is just agree with me on everything. And then that chemistry is
you have to really protect Colin, Jason.
Well, because
he's a grown man.
No,
he does not need money.
Because that was my job. Really? I got to look out for Colin.
No, so we're both Capricorns.
Yes.
So in the morning, Joy would be in the makeup room, and I'd come in, and we had really lively discussions about stuff we wouldn't often talk about on the air. Mm-hmm. And I learned very quickly that Joy is a Capricorn, my wife's a Capricorn, and
we have the same birthday.
Yeah, and she'll say stuff, and I'll be like, "Oh my God, that's Ann. She's the world. No BS. Don't." Doesn't suffer fools very well. Like, get to the point, do your homework, work hard. So first of all, you've just been great. You know I'm rooting for you. I said this the other day. I interviewed with somebody. Oh, it was that Jason Barrett media guy. I said I believe that Joy Taylor is the top female opinionist in America right now for sports. You do your homework. You work hard. You're fearless. You take big swings. I love you for it, and I couldn't be happier. And again, all the great women in my life leave me.
Well, thank you very much, Colin. I'm very glad that you did not start crying, because I was going to immediately start crying. So I really appreciate that. I was really worried about it. I don't want America to see me cry on air.
I forget we got one more minute. I almost signed off.
Oh, yeah. So you're already forgetting the clock. That has also completely changed my life, because I've been working mornings for 10 years. I have no idea what time it is. I like text the producers every 5 minutes. I'm like, am I late? I don't know. What's the sun in the sky? It's so strange.
Give Jason one little piece of advice.
Wait, so let me guess. It's don't text gambling friends during the show while we're on air. Because somebody was just texting me about Clemson. Are you getting down on Clemson
Yeah,
tonight?
no.
And
You've got to be careful, because if it's once it's on air, it's out.
Yeah.
So that's definitely a good piece of advice.
Yes.
And then, just push Colin. He loves it. He loves big opinions. He loves fun.
So the first show I was on with him when I got to FS1, there was some other guy on the show, and Colin and I would go at it, and it was fun. It was exciting. But the other guy didn't really want that as much.
Yes.
I think Colin likes it when I go at him.
We love it. And thank you guys all for watching the show. I really appreciate all the support.
Joy Taylor, she's amazing. It's called Speak. Starts tomorrow. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd, or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.